Hey everybody, meteorologist Sarah Gannon here with a quick update on the forecast. It's beautiful out there. Very nice sunshine once again. However, still a tad on the chilly side, but don't worry, we are nearing the end of that cold stretch. We're looking forward to more warmth in the coming days. But again, outside, beautiful here as we check in with your Lewis Donato Live camera network. Gorgeous sunshine. Those road conditions have been fantastic here for the last several days. Sky conditions, as you can imagine, pretty clear and quiet. Not much happening for us on radar here this afternoon. Temperature-wise, it is a bit cool once again. Temperatures, though, have climbed into those lower double digits. We're looking at 10 degrees currently in Rochester, Dodge Center, Owatonna, Albert Lee, 11 in Austin, Cresco at 14. One of our warmer spots here today. Same for Winona at 14. Mason City, Charles City, Forest City at roughly about 11, 12 degrees. So we're above zero. We're in the double digits. What more could we ask for at this point in time here? Wind chill values, though, continue to sit in those single digits just above and just below that zero mark. So still, again, on the chilly side. Heading into the rest of tonight, we'll look at mostly clear, maybe a few clouds rolling into the area here later on tonight. Temperatures will sink below zero once again. So a cold Friday morning is ahead for us in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. Temperatures, as I mentioned, dropping below zero, mainly after about midnight. So looking at that morning forecast here, 7 a.m., we're looking at temperatures to be into those single digits below zero. Not as cold as what it was this morning. Right, we'll look to see Rochester area about 4 below, 3 below towards Albert Lee and Austin, Mason City, about 2 below towards the Charles City, Cresco, Decorah area. So some spots like Winona and Rushford may even just bottom out at about zero. So wind chill values, though, still anywhere from the teens to the 20s below zero. So wind chill values should stay below zero, sub-zero all day long. So looking at tomorrow's outlook, more sunshine on the way. Temperatures will be similar to today, where we climb those upper single digits to lower teens, but wind chill values continue to stay sub-zero. Keeping an eye, though, on warmer trends here for the weekend and into next week, plus a few snow opportunities on the way as well. Those latest forecast details are ahead in your First Alert weather later on in the broadcast. More Midwest Access is ahead. Welcome back to Midwest Access. I'm meteorologist Sarah Gannon. We continue to track some chilly conditions here through the end of the work week. But as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, I have the first alert to some warmer days that are ahead. We just have to make it through here the rest of tonight and our Friday before we start to see some much needed improvement this weekend. Enjoying some beautiful sunshine outside right now as we check in with your Lewis Donato Live camera. A view from Assisi Heights here looking to the west. Looking fabulous here for the area tonight. As we take a look at those local temperatures, we are currently sitting anywhere from around about 9 to about 14 degrees here in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. So just depending on your location, a lot of us climbing into those lower teens here today. So some great news. However, some of our wind chills like in Austin and Rochester still sub-zero. It's been a while. It's been a good stretch since we've seen any of those wind chill values above zero, especially in the Rochester area. So wind speeds pretty light here today, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Future track radar showing pretty quiet conditions. As you can see outside, it is bright and quiet and enjoying that sun, as I mentioned. So zooming further out, we have high pressure in control of the region, and that's going to continue to keep us in that cooler pattern here through tonight and into tomorrow. But the good news is change is on the way. We are tracking some much needed warmth. So taking a look at your first alerts tonight, we stay quiet, we stay partly cloudy, maybe a few clouds rolling in. Temperatures, though, will fall below zero once again. So one more cold day is on tap for Friday, and then we look at that big temperature change. So for this weekend, conditions will be much warmer, and we'll watch some snow chances moving through the area on Sunday. So the cold, of course, has been that big talk here the last several days. Looking at our temperature trend will be much more seasonal as once we clear Saturday. So Saturday is still below average, but we'll look at more mid to upper teens for high temperatures. By Sunday, extending into next week, highs will average about the low to mid 20s, and further past that, could be looking at some upper 20s back in the region, especially towards the end of next week. So looking forward to more seasonal temperatures in the area, at least back in the 20s. Looking ahead here the next 7 to 10 days, keeping an eye on a couple snow chances for the region. First off, going to be for Sunday. This particular system here rolling through could be looking at some measurable snowfall in the area, roughly maybe about up to an inch or so of snow is possible in the area. So a good possibility of much of the area looking at least a ½ inch to an inch of snowfall. Another opportunity for some minor snow on the way Tuesday. Major systems, we're not expecting that here in the next 7 to 10 days. Just a couple minor opportunities, but enough that you may have to bring out the shovel or just the broom to kind of sweep off the front steps. Looking ahead to tomorrow morning, it will be chilly, so no warmth on the way just yet. Again, we have to get through Friday before we see that warmth. High morning temps around 7 a.m. will stay mainly sub-zero in the single digits. So afternoon highs expected to be very similar to today and yesterday, with those high temperatures climbing into the upper single digits to low teens. So a little more sunshine on the way here for Friday, then especially as we head towards Saturday, a bright start to the weekend. But keeping an eye on the snow chances Sunday and Tuesday, really gearing up for a nice stretch of seasonal temps in the 20s next week. That's a look at your First Alert weather.